Let's take a look at a habit that we all do. When you pay cash for your petrol, you'll see the meter going to about 85% of the amount that you paid. In this case, we paid about 10 ringgit. So you'll see that it starts to slow down somewhere around 8 ringgit 60 cents and it's going to come to a complete halt when it reaches the amount that we paid. Once it stops, we usually pump in a few times to get whatever excess petrol is left. But our research shows that when it stops, pumping it afterwards gives you nothing. Using your credit or ATM card, the pump behaves a bit differently. Instead of the meter stopping at a prepaid amount, you have to manually pump it to arrive at the figure that you want. The meter also moves faster and it also means higher pressure in the pump hose. Now, not many people know this, but after you pump in the desired amount, in this case 10 ringgit, place the pump back and take up the receipt, and there will be some unspent petrol left in the pump due to the pressure in the hose. This does not happen when you pay for it in cash. So what happens when we pay a minimum amount, say 8 cents? Well, our experiment showed that even after such an insignificant amount, we got the same, if not more, excess petrol than our 10 ringgit attempt, as you can see in our collection bottle. Now here's where the petrol hack begins. Instead of pumping the excess petrol at the end, we pump in an even more minimal amount in the beginning. In fact, we pump in something so small that it doesn't even register as a sale on the display. As you can see, it's 0 ringgit. So when you place the pump back, no receipt comes out as no transaction has been made, but the internal mechanism has been reset. This means you can actually pump another minimal amount and repeat the process until it times out, and you can see our receipt is 0 ringgit. Now, we took this hack even further and we found out that some petrol pumps don't even have a timeout until a figure is registered. That means you can repeat the process as long as you want it. You pump a minimal amount, you control it with your right hand, you place the pump back, it'll reset the machine, you pick it up again, and you repeat the process until you could fill up a whole bottle. You could even fill up an entire tank with this. Now, if you check out the video, you can actually see the display behind us resetting every time we place the pump back. So at the end of this, we managed to fill up an entire bottle using this trick. Now, it took us a while, but it is still possible to pull off. Our conclusion is that while this life hack may not be practical to do during a very busy period when there are many people at the petrol station, when there's a long queue, and we actually film this at night to avoid all these complications, but it is certainly possible with a bit of patience and a bit of skill to make off with extra petrol for a very minimal amount or even for free. So always remember, when filling up your petrol with a credit card or an ATM card, there's always that extra bit left. And after a year, that extra bit might actually come to a very, very significant amount.